Alright, this will be my last stream for this piece. We're gonna go ahead and finish this up. So there's not too much more to do. I'm gonna continue putting the leaves on the tips of these here. I'm gonna add some more detail in the face and get a little bit of leaf offshoots here on the bottom as well. So all of that we're going to go ahead and finish up right now. So with that being said, I'm gonna use this leaf. This is the leaf that I like the most. This is my base shape. And then I'm gonna make modifications to this. So I'm just gonna keep using the clone tool on the gizmo, and I'm gonna move this around, and I'm gonna use the gizmo tool to kind of manipulate it and make it different from all the rest of all of the leaves. That way everything's not the exact same thing. We want it to be quite different, so it's not so static and symmetrical. We just don't want it to be too repetitive. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys don't mind liking the live stream, if you're able to share it with a friend or even just click copy link, that does really help this stream get seen by other people. So I would deeply appreciate that. We're gonna move this around a bit more. And I'm gonna use the move tool on this. We're gonna kind of bend this out, or rather, let's inflate it right at the base, just to help give it some room to grab onto. And we are going to, let's undo a little bit, and then let's squeeze this down right here and get it skinnier at the very, very end. And then we can use the drag tool and we will move this around. That way it can really grab on and we're not too worried about it breaking during 3D printing. Welcome in, Jojo. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you all enjoy the live stream. Go ahead and like it. Let's send this stream out to other people. Get it seen in the TikTok algorithm, on Facebook, on YouTube. Perfect. Let's grab that leaf again. This one here. We're gonna clone it, move it over. And we'll probably make a couple different variations while we're at it, because now it's starting to look a bit repetitive, so we can just kind of move them around, bend them, transform them, just really start to make it look nice and different. And like I said, this will be the last stream of this piece. We're going to finish this up right now, and it shouldn't take too much longer. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you all enjoy the live stream. I'd appreciate it if you don't mind liking. Really appreciate that. If you just double tap on the screen, like the live stream, get it recognized by TikTok. Alright, so, and looking back, before we do this, I think I might take this stem here. I think we're gonna bring this down a bit. Let's bring this one a lot lower. That's gonna be way nicer, I think. And then at the very tip of this stem, we can go ahead and shrink it down. I think that'll be good. Right in there. And we will drag this out down here. And over here, of course. Alright, so let's take a look. That's nice. That's good. I think we still want to... This seems too empty and static over here. So let's make another stem. We're gonna clone this. This should be an extra piece. It is. And we're gonna bring this over this way. Yeah, we're gonna tie this in right here. That should be nice. In fact, we might just do like one of these. And we're gonna take this branch here, and let's bring this up here. Let's turn snapping off. We're gonna tie these branches in. That way it kind of has more support for 3D printing. That way it's not too breakable. Second live in a day, that's crazy. Yeah, Evie, I'm gonna try to finish this up. My wife was home earlier, that's why I left. So I'm gonna go ahead and, she's here now. She left earlier, that's why I was live streaming. And when she got back, I got off the live stream. But now our child went to take a nap, so I figured while the baby is napping, I will go ahead and finish this live stream. I got 2 other kids, but they're at their grandma's house. Giving Medusa vibes? Absolutely. I didn't even think of that, honestly, but that's awesome. Yeah, for sure it is. We're gonna finish it up today. I'm excited to see what happens with it and what we do. Let's go ahead and slide this in right here. And then maybe tonight, I might even start another live stream tonight. Maybe, because I generally work around 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. Over on TikTok, thank you so much. But the other one I wanted to do, that was... I didn't actually bring it over. I do want to do one of these though. Like a dragon hat. I don't have the photo saved, so I can't actually show you. I thought I did. That's my bad. Alright, so I know what I can do to kind of tie all this together. Couple things. I'm gonna go right here on this one. We're gonna clone this branch. Watch this. Right here, right at the base, we're gonna make this branch over this way. And this will really help us. We're gonna bring it out in the front of everything. This will help tie everything together in a very nice way. And I think if we kind of keep it low, so if we kind of keep it like right in here, whoops, we don't want to do all that. We're gonna leave that right in here. I think that is wonderful. Now the reason I say it'll kind of tie everything together, I can't really see many places where I start on the right side of the symmetry of the face and I cross it over into the left. I don't think I'm really doing that. And so I wanted to kind of do that a little bit more. So we're gonna put that one right there. And yeah, I think that'll be good. This branch isn't doing much and it's very in. I think this one might just be better if it stays low and then perhaps has an offshoot. Right here. Going forward in front of this and kind of sneaking over that branch. This way. We don't need to snap that at the end. Welcome in everybody. Hope you all are enjoying the live stream. We're gonna sharpen this up at the very end. That's what we do. We'll do it for this one too. And this one. In fact, we'll make this whole thing a bit skinnier as it kind of nose out to the end. Yeah, it's fine. Now this also, I kind of want to intertwine most of this because if I don't, when I go to 3D print it, it is going to be quite breakable. And we don't really want that. We don't want it to be super fragile. So anywhere where things have a chance to cross connect is good. So if I can maybe bring this one over here, tie these together. They kind of build like a lattice support structure when we do it that way. Welcome in, everybody. And it looks a little more balanced. I definitely see what you're saying with the Medusa vibes. I definitely feel that. I didn't even know this one was over here. I think if we could just make this touch right here, it just ties all three of these in right there. And maybe we could pull it off of this because that's all super intertwined. I like that. Why not? I like it. Okay, let's take this leaf, our base leaf over here, clone it with the gizmo tool, and finish this up. So if you use this middle yellow dot on the gizmo tool, you can kind of freely transform this in relation to your camera. So like wherever you want to bring it, which is a nice feature. Very nice. Just kind of taking a look. Make sure my stream is actually streaming places. It is. We're good. Scale it down. We want some, whoops. We want some small leaves too. So we'll get that there. Let's go ahead and bend that forward. Beautiful. Take this and clone it. We'll worry about tying everything in together in a moment. That way we can get these leaves done. I'm gonna time myself. I'm gonna give myself like 3 minutes to finish the rest of these leaves. Just get it in there and then worry about positioning and everything else later. Because if I don't, I'm gonna nitpick everything and it's gonna take us a year just to get the leaves in. And I don't wanna abuse your time like that. We'll scale this up a little more. Clone it. Bring it over here. I guess we should at least make sure it's on the stem. Alright, what else? Let's take base leaf right here. And let's check this. So I am going to clone. And just continue on. Need to answer this guy. Almost done here. I don't think we're gonna hit that 3 minute thing I said, but that's okay. It will be close. Thanks, Jason. This is what I'm working on, dude. Face mask. It'll be cosplay maybe, but mostly a display item. I am gonna make it to where you could actually wear it as well. Appreciate you, man. Sorry for not being able to take that call, dude. I'll probably be on here for the next 30 minutes to an hour or so, finishing this up. Hopefully more towards 30. LJ Bruiser, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. I appreciate you. Hope you enjoy it. I know you don't like me. Yeah, man, I'll be done with this soon, and we'll be able to do that. Is it working good? Do the magnets work good? Is that what you were doing to trying to show me? Move this down. Beautiful. We'll talk later. Alright, man. Sounds good. I'm gonna clone this. We're so close to finishing these leaves. Then I'm gonna get a couple on the face so we could add a little more detail into the whole model. So it's not, because I don't want all of the detail to be up here and all of the leaves. I want to draw attention back down here. So I want to add some stuff going on in here, kind of like I have here on the reference. And we'll make it work good. Just be my ASMR. Yeah, man. No problem. I need to get a paper-like screen so you can hear like the scratching of my pencil. Let's clone this. Should probably put a couple leaves down here. I'm gonna scale this right down. Beautiful. Let's move that back. And flip the orientation. Good. There we go. I'm gonna drag this. We want to make sure, again, let me solo this out so I can see. We want to drag this out to make sure it's grabbing a majority of that stem. Because this one's very small, it'll be very easily breakable and delicate. We want to be careful not to make it too delicate to where anybody that 3D prints it, it's just going to be breaking. It's the last thing we want. And the idea in my head is that you could 3D print this either filament or resin. I think I need some lower, but in the meantime, let's clone this and bring it right here. Let's see where we're at. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're very close. Definitely missed that 3-minute timer by about 10 minutes. Why not leave some branches empty? Imperfection. You know what? You're right. You are very right. Let me not differentiate. Let me make some of these a little different though, because I don't want the complete symmetry. So I don't want this to be the same thing that's on the other side. So I will take the mirror tools that they're under and uninstance. I'm also going to delete all of these groups. I don't need these groups. They're just making it confusing. Yeah, you're very right, Evie. Beautiful. And now we can make these variations. So wonderful. Let's move this. All right. Alright, maybe we'll leave it there. Let's go ahead and let's add in just a little bit more of all of this twisting down here. And I almost wonder if I have a stamp tool. Let's look at I have a couple things. Veins, so I'm looking for my veins folder. Artistic, fire, geometry, hair, mechanical, organic. Do I have an organic? Nothing I need. Patterns, no. Rocks, no. Skin and scales, smudges, speckles, veins. We can do a lot with this. Oh yeah, we can do a lot with this. I think I want to be off of symmetry for this one. Let's grab a couple different This will make quick work of all of this. I like this, but let's go ahead and draw down the intensity. I also like the idea of it being in here. Hello, Alien Destinations. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for the bear gift. Appreciate you. How you doing, man? Definitely want it super detailed around the eyes, like where it's densest. I definitely want there to be a lot of density around the eyes. And then I want this to be pretty clean and a little bit sparse. I don't want to overdo in here. Though I want to, I don't want to ruin it. Doing good. You pinned a comment. What are we using? The app is called Nomad Sculpt. Yeah, I missed that comment. It's not showing me on this new setup. Yeah, but the app is called Nomad Sculpt. It's on iOS and Android. Chris the Menace, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Hope you enjoy the live stream. Alright, so I'm happy with this. Let's add a couple small leaf details down here. I wonder if I have any leaf alpha maps. And it looks like I do. So what happens? Maybe if I hide some in here. I wonder if I have any other foliage. ZBrush and others. Do you have any other software besides Nomad? So obviously I have Blender, but I don't use any other software. I don't use ZBrush, Maya, nothing like that. Nomad Sculpt is the only thing I actually use. I do as minimal as I can in Blender. I don't know if I actually like these. Maybe just that. And then I'll add a couple leaves down here. I'm gonna clone this down. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate having you over here on TikTok. Alright, so let's add this leaf. I guess it would go this way. This would go this way. And we would maybe want to rotate it up this way a little bit. And push that into the face. Make it easier to 3D print. That would be fine right there. Let's go ahead and do one more on this stem. We're not going to overdo these. We're just going to do a couple. So I'm going to do one over this way and up here. Yeah, something just like this. Can you use Curves tool for smaller leaves to go along the branches? Robert, what's going on, man? Yeah, you could, for sure. I think in doing that, though, it would be super symmetrical and going that route, but I could always make the curve, and then after I validate it in an instance, I could move them throughout the curve in different locations. But I think I'm only going to do a couple of the leaves, so I don't know if it's quite worth, unless you can make an argument case, I don't know if it's really worth using the curves function for that, unless, like I think is in your head, I was going to do them all up the side, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Like, I think I want just these two leaves right there. And then I'll put a couple down here towards the bottom of this. So we'll put this over here. Down at the bottom of the chin. Now, remember, I want to make this 3D printable. So let me add a platform, a flat surface I want to see if I can get this at a certain orientation that's going to make it easy to 3D print. If I could like put a flat spot on the bottom of the mask. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I might just need to lay the mask down and print it that way. So let's do this. This would probably be the best orientation, and then I could basically print supports for everything. And I think any damage on the surface of the mask isn't going to be too big of a deal, I would imagine, just because of the nature of the mask. It just is super wood anyways, wood texture and kind of damaged, so I think it would be fine. I know nothing about 3D printing. Yeah, no worries at all. Let me move this leaf right here. Oh, that's where I put the other one. So let's put this one at the base. We're gonna put that right there, straight up attached to the face. Beautiful, exactly what we want. And we'll put one more, last leaf. Although I do like the idea of putting 3 on this side, just so it's an odd number, so 2 and 3. That way 2 and 2 just feels too symmetrical. But it's okay. We're gonna put this right here. In fact, we're gonna do exactly what I just said. We're gonna move this right here on this big vine, I guess. Thank you so much for the hand arts, Kawaii Rogue. I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. How are you? Love your videos. You taught me so much with a Nomad. Awesome, Kawaii Rogue. I'm happy to hear that. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Let's make this unfurl a little more. There we go. I think we'll leave it there. And let's go ahead and select everything. Alright, I missed. Let's try again. In fact, let's just select it all. And we'll unselect the base. And now I'm gonna try putting just a little bit more of a rotation on this backwards. And see if we can't print it this way. I think this will be fine. I think a flat spot on the bottom right there should be okay. Alternatively, printing it flat on its back could also be okay. So maybe if I can take this vein right here. Bro, do you take a break? Hello, amazing work. Progress from yesterday. Thank you so much. I do. Took a little break earlier and then I got right back on. Alright, so let's keep this completely clean over here, which it looks like it is. Ruby, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Hope you enjoy the live stream. I'm debating on if we print it flat on this surface. I don't know the best way to print this. No, that wouldn't be the best way. I think this is the best way to print this. And I think this leaf, if we could kind of turn this up this way. So just looking at this, I think this is going to be the best way to do it. And if we can kind of get this up this way. Thank you so much for the follow, No Town Artist. I appreciate you. You are very talented. Thank you, Ruby. That's very kind. Thank you so much. So I want to bend this up this way, but then I need to stretch this back. It's hard to see. I don't know where that belongs. Right here. There we go. That'll work. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's prepare this for 3D printing, I think. Is there anything I should change before I call it even? Or should we just go ahead and do all the finishing steps? Any jewelry design courses in Nomad? Sarah, so I didn't design anything, but I showed a couple things how to get some natural jewel-like shapes and like how to make a setting you would put on the top of a ring using a tube tool with symmetry. I didn't do any actual like decorative things but if you want to check that out, there's one on my YouTube. Just go to my channel and search for jewelry. I hate that. Are we reconnected? Yeah, go to my YouTube and search jewelry and you should be able to find it. Alright, looks good. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save this. Let's save. I'm going to select everything. Let's go ahead and clone it since my iPad can probably handle it. We're gonna make an extra over here just in case I mess something up. How long will it take to print? I don't know. I could figure that out here soon. I would say probably in the realm of like 8 or 9 hours maybe on a plastic printer. On a resin printer it would probably take about 10 hours. I need Briv. I don't know what that is. China, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. You need private courses if it's an option. Do you mean like one-on-one, Sarah? I don't really offer that right now, but I do have a lot of YouTube stuff. Yeah, I don't have anything one-on-one right now. Alright, let's select all of this. Let's deselect that. We are going to voxel merge all of this together. Let's do it at 400. Let's just leave our options open and remesh it very high. We're gonna make everything one shape. So now everything is one mesh, which is perfect. You can see a couple things started to get destroyed, like this leaf up here. So let's undo. Let's inflate the top of our leaves so that none of them break. So I am going to turn off the lazy rope stabilizer. And we're just gonna go and inflate the tops of all of these leaves. Just so none of them break. I guess I never did make these very different, but that's okay. There's still time to do that. I think I should get a leaf over here. At least on one of these. This is too many branches for it to be all bare. Let's get one right here. Yeah, we're gonna start at a very high resolution before we start doing this. I might even go higher to like 500, and we can always knock it down more, because I'm probably gonna have to voxel remesh it a second time to fix any issues. Can you talk about the gizmo? Okay, so if I select a shape and I use this gizmo tool, this is all of your things right here on the gizmo. These arrows let you move it in that direction. Pretty straightforward. And then same for this. Now these dots let you scale it in that direction. So we can scale it this way, we can scale it this way, and we can scale it up and down. These squares let you freely move it on that plane. So like this, and then same here, let you freely move it on that plane. And this outer yellow ring right here lets you scale the whole thing uniformly up and down. And this little yellow dot in the center, if you can grab it, that lets you freely move the part in relation to your camera. So I could scroll this way and I can move it this way. So you can move it in relation to your camera. It's helpful, pretty helpful. I actually use it a lot. These circle rings on the inside, these let you rotate on all of their respective planes. And that's pretty much the gizmo tool. Over on the left, you have a lot of things you can do, this bar. So like the only thing I really use from here for the most part is this clone button. If I click clone, the next time I move it with the gizmo, it's gonna make another. And that's pretty much the gizmo. You are very welcome. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's select all of this. Let's delete it. Now we'll select all of this. We'll clone it again because we changed some stuff up. Select all of this. Deselect the base. And let's go ahead and voxel remesh this. Let's do this at 500 roughly. And let's see what we've got. So did anything break? I'm going to back up, go forward, and I'm just kind of checking, see if anything broke. This leaf broke, so we're going to inflate this leaf. Let's try it again. Select everything. Things break when they're too thin. And let's voxel remesh at 500. And I don't see anything too disastrous. I think it's fine. Now that we're here, we can go ahead and clean up. Actually, before we do this, let's clean up the inside. Let's inflate right here. We're gonna go into our filter menu, front facing vertex only, so we don't bleed through to the other side, hopefully. And we need to patch up this hole. We need to look at the other side, make sure we're not distorting the face, which we did not. When are you going to create a new project? I couldn't see this project from the beginning. So I'm gonna try to start a new project tonight, probably about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Whether or not I actually do that, I don't know, but that is my intention as of right now. Alright. Let's select everything. Oops. Let's deselect the base here. And let's voxel remesh this all at 500. I didn't know about inflate. Yeah, Evie. So when you have things that are really thin, when you voxel remesh them, that geometry, the polygons, the math are so close together that they basically collapse on themselves and they rip apart. So if you inflate, you're just adding a little bit of mass to the whole thing and it keeps it from breaking apart because your polygons are basically so close. And then when you inflate, they come apart. So they're not close enough to where they're gonna destroy each other anymore. Alright, so, and if you want to see this from the beginning, Sarah, you can also go on YouTube. All of my live streams on YouTube are, they're all recorded and they're there for you to watch. So you could go do that right now if you wanted to. We're gonna go into these settings, front facing vertex only. I don't want to accidentally smooth on the other side. And we're gonna smooth all of this out. We're going to smooth out right here as well, specifically all of this. This. And we are going to go look and make sure we're not, we're going to make sure we're not destroying the other side, because it's very possible that we're destroying the other side. And we're not. It's looking pretty good. I will do the project with you from the beginning, waiting for you. Awesome, okay. Man, I really dislike this. Yeah, you're very welcome. Very, very welcome, Evie. Alright, so let's melt this into the face. Thank you so much for the follow, AMP. I appreciate you so much. I hope you enjoy the live stream. Just looking for any inconsistencies anywhere. So like all of these here, I can smooth out the base of the stem to get these to go together pretty well. And then I'm going to inflate them all a bit as well. So I'm just going to smooth them first, and then I'm going to inflate at the base of the stem. Yeah, see, this needs a lot of work right here. We missed this one. So let's inflate right here. On our next voxel remesh, we'll be able to piece this together. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. They're all shaping up pretty good. The fun part, clean up. Thank you so much for the follow, Lena. I appreciate you. I like your work. You are a professional. Thank you so much, Sarah. That is super, super kind of you to say. Really appreciate that. Alright, so I'm going to use my inflate now. Inflate tool. We're going to go about 5%, roughly. Pretty small brush. And now we're going to go into bigger brush. And I don't actually want front-facing vertex only. We're going to inflate these stems because we want that connection point to be quite strong. We don't want it to be super weak because we don't want these to break off too easy. I'm expecting them to break off fairly easy, but we want to limit that as much as possible. Okay, we're gonna have to add some volume in here, quite a lot. Please upload the live streaming on your YouTube. Sing, I definitely will. Once I'm done live streaming here, it will auto upload to YouTube. You can catch the first 2 videos right now. This is my 3rd time live streaming this sculpt, and the other ones are about an hour long, and you'll be able to watch those, no worries. And this will be up there as well for you. You got it. Beautiful. Let's just inflate these, add some weight to the base stem here. You're doing good, bro. Keep it up. Make more tutorials. You got it, Sing. No worries. Why not move tool? So why not move tool to add weight to the base of the stem here? Is that your question, Evie? Ooh, I missed this. That did not get included. Neither did that. Or that. Oh, okay, I see. Did I switch masks? That scared me. Yes, to connect the leaves. So to connect the leaves, so they're already voxel merged together, so they're already considered one mesh. So if I try to move the leaf, that's not going to work. So I kind of just need to expand the geometry around the leaf to get it to basically melt together with what's already there. Now, if they were separate shapes, I could just take the leaf and move it, but they weren't separate shapes anymore. So if I moved just this, like let's say I went to this leaf and I would just have to go really, really, really close in and just be grabbing like these portions like this. But at some point they're gonna start moving the bottom stem as well. Yeah. So if I just inflate, like it all gets inflated together and they just kind of mesh together. Once I voxel remesh, they're gonna fuse and it will look appropriate. I follow your steps. Awesome, Sarah. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for being so kind. Forgot. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I think we're good here. I think we are good. I am going to go right in here. Let's crease this. Let's go more aggressive. I like that. And I think we're done. I think I'm gonna call that. So last thing to clean up here. I am gonna look from the back. Let me take all of this over here. I'm gonna move this, whoops. I'm gonna move this out of my way. I'm gonna take all of this, minus this. Oh yeah, it's just one shape. And I'm gonna take the trim tool with the line function. And we're gonna get a clean line on the edge of this mask. That way we just get a clean cut, just in case you wanted to, well, one, if you mount it to a wall, or if you want to mount it flat on a build plate for 3D printing. I think I need to move it just a little more in. We're just gonna run with that. Did I move it over somehow? Let me check my rotation on this. I don't know. We will need AutoCAD after we finish designing the project in Nomad. No, you don't need AutoCAD. The only thing you have to do with exact measurements is you need to understand the width of a face, and you're just going to scale this up and down to where the width of it will cover the sides of your face. This isn't a CAD type project. This is a natural sculpting, like organic shapes. But I do want to know why this isn't lining up too good. I'm in orthographic. Let's trim and try one more time from this angle. I don't know what's going on. You know what, let me try Legacy. That's better. Yeah, that's better. I think that's gonna work. So let me look from this way. And we can trim this. Never mind. I'm leaving it. It's not working good. It was like a week ago. Hey Alfredo. It was like a week ago. I asked you because I was having trouble with the dragon face. Alfredo, your comment might have got hidden. I didn't see it. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate the gift. Yeah, I don't see what you said, Alfredo. I asked you because I was having trouble with the dragon face. The software is called Nomad Sculpt, Sidu. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna leave it. Let's go ahead and add some strap holes. So I'm going to get the rectangle, and right around the eyes is where I'm gonna do this, just in case anybody wants to 3D print this. I am going to change my rotation. We're gonna make this 0. Okay. And then we might go a little bit, actually that's gonna be good. Forget about voxel remesh. Oh, thank you. Let's voxel remesh this one more time to get all those clean geometries. Actually, before we do that, let's trim this, because then we can clean up our trimming. We're going to rotate it a little bit more until it looks exactly straight. It's more than that. Actually, we're gonna do that. Okay, let's take our trim tool with a square, and right around the eyes, this is where we want it to hold in. So right here. Actually, let's go more up. Right there. I think that'll be fine. But what I don't like is it did some weird geometry stuff. See that? So let's try Boolean, because it did weird geometry stuff. So let's try changing it from legacy. Why that? So if you wanted to, oh my goodness. Michaela, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. I appreciate you. If you wanted to wear the mask, you would need a strap for it to go around the back of your head to hold it to your head. And that's pretty much the best solution I have for it. I don't know what else I would do unless you have a good idea. Michaela, thank you for sharing the live stream. I really appreciate you. Okay, let's try with the Boolean function instead of legacy. And let's try that one more time. Keep that thin. That should be good. And then now let's, oh my gosh. TikTok keeps disconnecting. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry on TikTok if you keep getting your live stream disrupted. I do not know what's going on. Okay, so now we can go in voxel remesh. Last time, that should be it. Everything looks clean. We're gonna go into our thing up here and smooth it. There was one that I needed to smooth, where really there was two. This one here, we need to smooth that. This one here, and that one. It should be good. Okay, that's good. I did how. Alright, I'm gonna end TikTok. I did forget to just flatten off the bottom of this just now. So there is that. Let me go back to the voxel remesh. Yeah, so we're gonna do this, and then let's do one last trim. So we're gonna raise this up. We're gonna trim with a rectangle square, and we're gonna trim, whoops, not square. We're gonna trim right up to the bottom of the chin, just to give it the flattest possible spot we can to 3D print on. And hopefully that will be good enough for 3D printing. And we are good. We are golden. I am going to yeah. I don't so what I'm gonna do is voxel remesh it this last time at 400, and there's one last step I need to do for 3D printing, and then we're done. So this last step, let me get rid of this. TikTok, I'm so sorry guys. Okay, I'm just done with it. And live, we're done on TikTok. Sorry guys, I'm gonna end this TikTok live. It's just not working right. Okay. So did I voxel remesh it? Where are we? Okay, we should be good. And then I'm going to take this face mask and we're going to voxel remesh it one last time. 288, that's good. Let's check all of the details, and I think we're fine. I don't think we lost any details, and we're just going to smooth out those last couple things. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this on the 3D printer, and this will be the end of this project. I'll post pictures of it. I'll make a photo post here on YouTube. I'll do it on Facebook as well. I'll show you guys the finished thing when it's done. Hopefully it works on the plastic printer. And I'm gonna inflate this a little. There's no way these work. I'm just gonna inflate them. Where are you at, Evie? It will be banned here in the US, but I don't think it is yet. Like, it is banned, but it hasn't gone into effect yet. There's like 6 months they have to do something, I believe, here in the US. India? Oh, okay. Yeah, we literally just banned it here in the US. But the TikTok ByteDance has 6 months to either sell the company to an American company, or they won't be allowed access on the app stores. So inevitably it's just banned. There's no way that ByteDance sells TikTok because America wants them to. Okay, we are all done. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna go ahead and get this on the 3D printer. Evie, I'll be back. I'm maybe at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time that is in India, but I would imagine it's gonna be pretty late, probably. But I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Everybody else who is watching, thank you guys. I will see you